Hello, hello. Good morning or evening or whatever time it is. And welcome to this definitely a true crime podcast. No, it's definitely not that. It's anything but that, to be honest with you. But yeah, we're gonna be starting the fourth case of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. I'm not sure if this is the last case in the game, but in the first game, I mean, obviously there's a trilogy here, so we're just gonna load our episode 4 save, and we'll just get right into it. Episode 4, Turnabout Succession. And that is the whole truth of this case. In order to understand it myself, I had to know the story of these last long years. Nothing happens by chance. All is connected. You stand ready to begin the final chapter of this story. Will the defendant be found guilty or innocent? The decision is yours. What? Wait, is the final chapter? Okay, well there you go. The intro cutscene, it's the final chapter, maybe. Hello! That was the worst. You just did the worst mission ever. Sorry to hear it. We're starting the fourth case of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. That cutscene was kinda crazy. It was the Welkin Defend map. I would need slightly more info than that. Cause, I don't know. Like, there's a couple defend maps. Oh, the extra one where Welkin gets his personal. Oh, okay. That one. Yeah, that one's a little tough. I opted for taking out every single enemy. But yeah. October 7th, 10:37 a.m. Write Anything Agency. Hey, Apollo! Look, on TV! Look! Took a lot of reloads. Yeah, let's go, Apollo Justice. This is maybe the last case in the first game of this trilogy, so yeah, I mean, I'm kind of busy. Whoa, look at that. He's the last Gramrai, alright. Amazing. Apollo, you should be watching this. Ow. What? I was writing about our last case in my journal. Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. And why now? That case was 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know. I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how Lamirar disappeared. That's right. Uncle Valent did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now. I was just getting to the good part. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her. After all, her father is expecting me to look after her while he's away. Well, Phoenix went somewhere. Wait, is he going somewhere for his secret mission? Well, what you're seeing now is... what you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth. Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. The Sunshine Coliseum? Hey, that's where the Gaviners concert was. Only 3 more days until miracles happen right here, before your unbelieving eyes. The legendary Troupe Grammari is performing for the first time in 7 years. But I thought Valent was like the only one of them left. Oh, that's going to be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too, right? The legendary Grammari's. So many magicians. That's so good for the prospects of this case. Unless, I don't know, we'll see. Obviously something bad's gonna happen because this is a part of justice, but, this is Ace Attorney, but hopefully it's, I don't know what's going on yet. If Trucy's real father were still alive, he'd be on the stage performing miracles. I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo. Magic show ticket. Ticket to the premiere showing of A Grand Illusion by the magician, Valent Grammari. Ah, you are here, working hard or hardly working. Who's that? Oh, it's Phoenix! He's back! Okay. Sorry. I can't do voices without knowing who it is.
Ah. Ma, you're here. Working hard? Or hardly working? Hey, how have you been?
That sounds okay for Phoenix's voice, right? I don't know. I'll do my best. I think his voice was a little lower. Hi there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid. Although he has been gone a long time.
Well, how goes it, Trucy? Here, I got a present for you.
Yay! Pudding! I love pudding. Oh, it's farm fresh. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself.
I'm beat.
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know.
Well, how right you are. How right you are.
Sorry. So, you still can't tell us what your mission is?
Maybe it is time. It does have something to do with you, anyway.
Huh? With me? Oh, maybe you're getting a top secret mission too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy. Can't I just be a defense attorney?
Well, to be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today.
What?
Tell me. You've heard of the jurist system, yes?
The jurist system.
That's right. The new legal system that everyone's been talking about.
Have you heard of it, Apollo? Maybe.
Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought.
The jurist system, huh? So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing?
Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is?
I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty. Do you know, Apollo? Well, only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right?
Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the jurist system.
No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor.
It's not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles.
Ah. Well, there will only be 6 of them under the current proposal, correct? Well, you know your stuff, Apollo.
Their findings directly affected the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now.
I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show. Starring Dr. Wright.
Well, Dr. Wright, his assistant Trucy, and mascot Apollo. The perfect team.
mascot. Hey. So, what was the secret mission?
The jurist system is my mission, more or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo.
Too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and talk, and nothing gets decided. Kind of like you, Apollo. Apollo. Oh, I'm not that bad, am I?
In any
I had a
case,
request.
we're gonna give it a shot. A test, if you will.
I don't like tests.
Cool. I'll give it a try.
We'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurors. I'll be the one helping with the process, incidentally.
Helping how? Helping how?
Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Juror System Simulated Court Committee.
I'll drink some water and stretch, thank you.
The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom.
Well, it's like you have a real job.
I was never that good at the piano, to be honest.
Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess.
The trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is.
A simulation, that sounds interesting. So, what kind of case is the trial simulation?
Well, since it is the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple.
Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious.
True. The case is a murder.
That's not simple at all. By simple. Sorry, I should just stretch first and then retake. Retake. Blah, 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 blah. Stretch. Okay. By simple, did you mean that the defendant is
Guilty. Yes. Well, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo.
What?
With the trial tomorrow, you're defending, of course. Of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you.
Go for it, Apollo. It's just a test case anyway. No sweat. Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided.
And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious. In a worst case scenario.
You mean the verdict's real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial.
All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now.
Phoenix, I don't even know who I'm defending.
The trial begins at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Hope you can make room in your schedule.
Well, why am I only hearing about this now?
Yes. There was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Something that happened last night.
Phoenix, what have you done? Hey, Apollo. I know you're all excited about the secret mission. But what about this? The Troop Grimrai Grand Magic Show. Right. The card tricks. They're not card tricks. They're grand illusions, miracles, the apocalypse. Heaven and earth will shake. So what? That's 3 whole days from now. It's at Sunshine Coliseum. Let's go. Let's go today. We can say hi to Uncle Phelan. Have fun. What? I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. Right.
Why not go with her?
But what about the secret mission?
Oh. Don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow, regardless.
I don't trust that smile. He knows something he's not telling me. Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum. I suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there.
Grimrai. That reminds me.
What's this, Daddy? Isn't this that silk hat the Grimrai seal?
Consider it a birthday present, Juicy.
Thanks. It's great, but today isn't my birthday.
You make a good point. What day is today, Apollo?
Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day.
Then, it's a Recycle Your Plastics present.
Yippee! So it's plastic. I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. So, what is it? Can I open it, Daddy?
No. No, you can't.
Huh?
You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then.
Well, why didn't you just hold on to it then? Because that would be the logical thing to do. Envelope from Mr. Right, do not open it until the time is right. An envelope about the crime rise, huh? Alright. What's the case you're going to use?
You really want to know, don't you?
Of course I do. I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I?
If all goes well, then yes, of course. This is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were.
There's a difference between having a blank slate and being totally clueless. Whose dumb idea was that, anyway?
Well, mine. I'm committee chair, remember?
Oh.
Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime.
Good, that's better.
But you cannot talk to anyone involved with the case.
What? How am I supposed to defend?
You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it.
You don't want it to backfire, do you?
Apollo. If I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility. For good or for bad. Just do what you can. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing.
All right.
I recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there.
You said I couldn't talk to anyone involved.
Oh. You can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk.
Well, time's a wasted. Phoenix has given us a mystery case. Woo! October 7th, Detention Center Visitors Room. That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes! Maybe I should complain. I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter!" and they're already standing right behind you. Oh, guard! Is our client going to be much longer?
What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet?
Huh? Eek! Where'd you come from? Oh, well, anyway. Please have a seat. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you? That's right. Okay.
I am the amazing Mr. Hat.
Eek! She passed out. Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's Magic Panties, Apollo. Hello. Hi. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate. You know? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign? I can tell you mine, if you'd like, Apollo. No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. So, what's your name? Oh, right. I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo. Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know. This is getting us nowhere fast. Nice stripes. Her outfit is very stripy. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happened. I'm your defense attorney after all. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Well, the other day, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. I think I understand despair a little better now. You did good, Apollo. What the heck is that? Look, she's doing her nails. What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. Excuse me. Could you read this? Sure. I feel like a teenager on a first date. And this is the love letter we passed from desk to desk at school. Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. It's a business card with a name and address. The name is Vera Misham. Vera Misham. The address is for Drew Studio. You're giving me this card because... Well, it looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew's studio is the scene of the crime. Well, let's go find out. Should we go see Raylan first? I feel like I'm gonna stay on this line for now. October 7th, Drew Studio. Wow. This looks like it. It looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art. Or maybe it's the other way around. But the tape on the ground there, it's a bit jarring. Yeah, it appears that we've found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. Hey, don't touch those. It's okay. I'm just looking. Pufferfish. Apollo, look at this one. Momotaro. Is that right? It looks half finished. You can still see this rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. That is rather odd. All the paintings have a really different style, too. I thought I might find you two here. I thought I might find you two here. Emma! Long time no see. Emma... Oh. Seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here, too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I've heard about it, sure. So, Mr. Wright chose you. We don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns this studio, that is. Mr. Drew Measham. Measham. And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah. We just saw her at the detention center. It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning. That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning's a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. But poisoning. Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I'll just be over here with my snackies. We can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around. Which means we'd better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else. Hey. There's a painting hidden back here. Hey, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it? You certainly seem pleased by the possibility. It's so normal. It's hardly something to be mad about. Huh. What is it, Apollo? Well, doesn't this painting look like... Never mind. It looks like the one that has a sketch behind it. I'd better get a professional opinion on this. What is this red box? That letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this. Let's take a look. Empty. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Measham would put his letters in there, and the postman took them away. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. Wait. He had an arrangement with the postman to just take his letters from here instead of another mail repository. Dang. I'm jealous. Huh. That's the victim's coffee mug. Aha. So the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poisoned mug of coffee. Well, I would certainly hope so. Poisoned coffee. Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee. What? What? You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side, after all. What about this teacup? I imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use. Guess? Did the police already analyze this cup as well? Not a trace of poison was found on that cup. The killer was after Drew Measham alone. What a pretty business card. It looks like a postcard. Almost. And on the back, just her name. That seems odd to me. What does? Why write your name on the front and back of the card? Why not use the space on the back for a self-portrait or caricature? Then people would remember what you look like as well. It's not a bad idea, actually. Here, give me one of your cards, Apollo. She's drawing something. Hey, my hair's not that spiky. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. I just love oils. You know, how they're so thick. Is that the word? These paints are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different these all are. Yeah. And what's going on with this half-finished one? It must have been a work in progress. You can still see a rough sketch below. That's what's so weird. The sketched part doesn't really match the finished parts. I noticed. That is weird. Eek. Apollo. That's where the body was. And that's the spot where Mr. Drew Measham passed away. He put his coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment, there's quite a bit of paint on the ground. See the half-painted painting there? He must have been working on that right up until the moment he died. Wow, a true artist to the very end. Or maybe he started it a year ago and was procrastinating. What the heck? What is all this stuff? Wait, what the heck? The other half of the studio is crazy. That's crazy. Please. It's definitely not a room in your house. Are you ready?
I have
Apollo?
a request.
Ready? Ready for what? Okay, I'll drink some water and stretch in a moment. For what? The Troop Gramrai Grand Magic Show. It's not like I'm getting up on stage or anything. What are you talking about, Apollo? You can't enjoy magic if you're not part of what's going on stage. I'll lend you my spare costume, if you need one. Huh? You mean I can't go in this? No. Then get more straightforward than that. Okay, I'll drink some more water and stretch. Let me check those off. Well, what do we have here? It looks like a person thinking about something. I'm stretching. I just leaned closer to the mic. So hopefully my will be good. Maybe they're worried. Like, what should I have for supper? A hot dog or a hamburger? You know, I've always wondered about that. Why is there supper and dinner? Are they different meals or the same thing? Maybe that's what this person's thinking about. This is truly a bizarre image. But I think it actually looks like a genie. 'Cause like, here's his mouth, and then this is his head. This is his neck. Or I guess maybe... Oh, it's just weird because the inspection part is over here. He doesn't actually look that troubled. But like, this part's not actually his face. I don't know why that's relevant, but... Portrait acrylic landscape. Is that a pufferfish? Apollo, That's clearly a porcupine fish. They're not the same thing. You know what gets me? They've got all these needles, right? What's protecting that soft spot on the lower belly? There. Nothing. Must remember to keep Trucy away from small round fish. Oops. That should not have been unsilenced. That part looks like the Eiffel Tower. Apollo. Apollo. Look at this painting. You can see the rough sketch. Oh. Looks like it was only half completed. That's funny. Do the rough sketch and the finished painting look totally different to you as well? They do, actually. What is that all about? Hey, Apollo. This painting. I know it. Huh? Really? It's the story where the old woman's doing the wash in the river. And the giant peach comes floating on down. Well, that might possibly be the strangest thing I've ever heard. What is this weird blue stain? Hey, look there. That stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about. Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No. The stain is probably... I better ask Emma. Okay, what's going on here? Look at all these paints, Apollo. There's so many. He's got like 20 kinds of red. We could repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green? That'll be enough of that, thanks. I guess, is this a chemical lab for concocting various paints? I guess maybe they make their paint in-house. But this equipment seems a little crazy for that. And also those are clearly technical drawings on the right. Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Hey, Apollo, what's this feathery thingy? Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen. But it doesn't have a pointy end. That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Well, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific. That's my motto. Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? This envelope's been opened and resealed. Oh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? Whoever did this was not so delicate. You're right. It looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Wait, why does Trucy know how to read people's mail and make it look like you haven't done? Huh. The postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago. Why would someone open a letter and seal it again? I better hang on to this. Apollo, look, it's been opened once here. You're right. I wonder if there's some way that we can see what's inside. Should I try to get it open and then stick it back shut? Let's not tamper with evidence, shall we? I've got a better idea. Emma, let's ask her. Would Emma have something that'll let us look at that letter? I don't know. Lamp. Is this a journal? Well, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it? Apollo. He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? It's new. He did not write a single line. You had me going for a while there. Oh, cute. Look at the tiny frame, Apollo. Tiny is right. That thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would even fit in there? None, apparently. It's empty. There's no glass in it either. What is it doing sitting here? This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. So, this is Drew Mission. And this little girl must be Farah. Yes. They took that some years ago. They look close. A happy little family. Until you arrested his daughter. Ack. Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious.
Scientifically speaking. Right. Something about the way that figure is posed.
I've seen that pose before. It's you, Apollo. See? You're making one of your flamboyant gestures. Please. I am a professional. I wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence? I think not. It's pointing at something. What is all this equipment here for? Doesn't look very artistic, really.
Huh. He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood as well. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth. Why would a painter need all of this? From the dust, I'd say he hasn't used this stuff for years.
This corner really doesn't fit with the rest of the studio. Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I wanted to cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin. This is a crime scene, Trucy. But these cost like $50 at the magic shop. Okay, we'll just look at this then. Is this desk for painting Apollo?
That would be a drafting table.
Drafting.
Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams.
Wow, painting's a lot harder than I thought. Why would a painter need a drafting table? Was he an architect as well? I want to know what's up with these weird x-rays. Is that all I get? This mannequin is weird and pointing at something. Grrr. So, this, Drew Misham was some kind of artist.
Apparently, did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans as well, for what it's worth.
Oh, well, I guess his stuff is kinda pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance.
Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually.
Huh? So, it was a standalone painting or something. Is that what you meant?
He was an odd bird, Misham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end.
What do you mean to anyone?
He was always locked up here, in his studio apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through the letters that he'd put in the box.
Letters? Do people still write those? What do you mean, Appa? I mean... Appa... when was the last time that you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? Yeah. Definitely email.
Not Mr. Misham. He couldn't stand technology, apparently. He did everything by mail.
What? Maybe he thought that that way was more artistic, you know?
In any case, the only person besides him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera.
Oh, you mean the killer? I'll correct you, Trucy. You mean the accused. The suspect, please.
We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Misham's and Vera's. Basically. Actually, last night, Mr. Misham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. First time. Happened during the interview, apparently.
His first interview ever. Could you tell us a bit more about what happened the night of the murder? So, this woman, Vera, she's Mr. Misham's daughter, correct?
Yep. A real sickly girl. Ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside.
She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura.
She was schooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside.
That does sound like a scene.
In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company.
Her good luck charm?
Apparently she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to step outside.
Why can't I ever get a normal client? Why would a shut-in daughter kill her own father?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
So, about the poison, it was found to be in his coffee, right?
No. Not precisely.
Not precisely. What does that mean? It means see for yourself, I think.
Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into the studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles.
And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview. At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee. Last night he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died. She poisoned him on the night of his interview. Wouldn't the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Mishram when she brought her father his coffee. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly. That's why she didn't notice he was there. It was a reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone is suspicious, it's the reporter. Yet the reporter never got near Mr. Meesham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. I bet Emma could help us out here. Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. What are you two whispering about? Well, I was thinking. I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is it we always do scientifically? Ah, you know me too well. Okay. Okay, meaning we can get, scientific now. Oh, I suppose. Just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious and we'll check it out. Let's go! Bum bum. Sorry, I'm being distracted. Okay, I got suspicious objects for you. I got a coffee cup. Anna, about this mug. There's a pale blue residue on the rim. That. Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. Right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray. Forensic science. I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby. So, what kind of scientific stuff were you up to? This spray is what? It turns blue when it touches poison. So, the poison that killed the victim was on the mug? That's right. See, it wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing. It certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma would be willing to help us out a bit more. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery would get you everywhere. Certainly is worth talking to her a bit more. About poison analysis. I was afraid you were gonna ask about that. The solution is used to test for atroquinine. Atroquinine. The deadly poison found in the autopsy. Uh-oh. I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. They best tread lightly. It's one of the most virulent poisons. It's absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. Takes at least 15 minutes of time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown. That's fine, really. We don't really need to know all the gory details. I think I get it. You just spray the stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely. You can even find the slightest trace of poison with this. I want to try it too, Emma. Pretty please? You don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course. Yay! Let's give it a whirl, Apollo. Ah! What are you doing? I was just seeing if I got a reaction off you. How is this for a reaction? Never do that again. I'm not poisonous. Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand. Let's just get down to checking for real poison, shall we? Whomps. I was half expecting there to be poison on the... Can I make a painting like that? Like which one? The answer is no, because I'm... or at least not easily. Oh, like, are you talking about the abstract one specifically? Yeah. I'm probably not really that interested in making abstract art. Not that things that I do in MS Paint particularly end up that good. Too bad. No reaction there. I'm sure Emma checked out all the likely spots.
Please.
Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? Did you spray the little desk over there? I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know. Let's check it out to be sure. Oh, thank you. I needed to spray the pen. It's critically important. If not, then I have to spray the letter. What? What the heck? Eek! A reaction, Apollo. I'll drink some water, thanks.
Where? Where?
The inside of that cute little frame. Look.
Well, would you look at that? Nice going, Trucy.
I'm known to work magic. Never mind that I was the one who found it. Tiny frame added to the court record. How could the inside of the frame have poison on it? Looks like we found the only other place that was poisoned in any case. That is so strange. Why would... Why would this have poison on it? Looks like you have to take the back part off first to put a photo inside. It'd have to be a really small photo to fit in there. True. And that pale bluish stain. Why would there be poison on something like this? Well, there's one obvious reason. Whoever put the poison in the coffee rubbed a bit on here, too. That's not very obvious, Trucy. Emma, what do you make of this one? Emma, about this painting.
Oh, that. Quite good, isn't it?
That's not what I wanted to ask you about.
You want to examine it? Is that right? I'd be happy to let you, if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry.
I guess she wants us to do a little footwork on her own. On our own first. Emma, I was wondering about this painting here.
That one. What about it?
Oh, what about it? Yeah, what about it, Apollo? Take a closer look at it, both of you. Now look at this one. This is the third painting he was working on. Hey, they're the same.
I was hoping you wouldn't find that. You're right, though. Drew Mission was copying this painting.
Well, it's pretty good. Copying a painting, whatever for. I was wondering if you could take a look at this. I guess we're not gonna get anything about that. Oh, I need to try to turn the paintings around. I just realized that I didn't look at the back of them. Always worth checking. I think we got all that we'll get out of Emma. So I guess let's go over to the Colosseum and see what happens. October 7th, Sunshine Colosseum. Woohoo! This is it, Apollo. The place where magic and dreams converge. Just a while ago, it was the place where murder and nightmares converged. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valand. What about the case? That's gotta be him, right? Only a performer laughs like that.
The young Miss Trucy. How often I'd hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream.
Uncle Valand, how's it going? I'm glad to see you too.
Of course you are.
Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits.
Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you've come to give me flowers, do it after the show. I beg you.
Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show.
Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as the one I shall perform.
Yeah. You're amazing, we get the picture.
The world will watch in wonderment as magnificent illusions are reborn. Here, on the stage, by my hand.
Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Gramrai Miracle is back after a 7-year absence?
Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his.
Daddy,
My co-magician in training, Zach Gramrai. If that terrible thing hadn't...
it's okay.
Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, Valiant Gramrai, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant.
Thanks, Uncle Wayland. You know, I'm happy that you're doing the show. To think we get to see the great Magnifi's illusions again.
She really is looking forward to this, isn't she?
My mentor, the magnificent Magnifi Gramrai, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusion that defied our very imaginations.
I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to the outer space, faster than the speed of sound.
I'm guessing that memory was a little embellished.
For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Gramrai Troop's secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny.
I'm gonna drink some water. Okay.
Yes, you, Nameless Face. Nameless Face who speaks for the nameless masses. How can I help you?
If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 long years?
It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law, which governs our land.
I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic.
The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more.
7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it?
And why was that?
A little matter called performance rights, Trucy.
Can you tell us about these performance rights?
Magnifi's magic relied on an incredibly innovative idea. A trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such, was protected by property law.
Intellectual property, maybe.
Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will to one person.
You mean him?
Yes, Miss Trucy. It was your father. Zach Gramrai was the inheritor of the Gramrai miracle.
Daddy,
Yet, as you well know, he is gone. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago.
I think I see where the story's going. Once a person is classified for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased, correct?
In all absoluteness, those rolled up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years.
Ah,
Yes, Miss Trucy. Though it pains me to say it. This past spring, April to be precise, was the time. Your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor, Magnifi, passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself.
is that how it works, Apollo?
Yeah. It's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently.
Daddy.
A challenge, is it? Do you want me to make that disappear? Very well. Give it to me.
No thanks. Are all magicians like this?
Apollo. Apollo. What was that look just now?
I was just thinking how hard it is to get any information out of a magician. Well, I guess let's go back to the detention center. October 7th Detention Center Visitors Room. Ah, you're here to see Vera Misham.
Yes, that's right.
She's in the medical office at the moment.
Medical office. Is she okay?
She's just lying down. Said she didn't feel so good. I can't allow any meetings at the moment. Most annoying client ever. Apollo! That's cold! If she's not feeling well, then it's fine if she rests.
Guess we should come back.
Presenting, are we? I had my fair share of that back in the day. Showed my attorney's badge a lot too.
He may look cool and calm now, but you should have seen him before.
You know me too well, Trucy.
I'm glad I provided this opportunity for a little family bonding. Oh wait, I was supposed to show Emma the letter. I think. Emma, about this.
Oh, that. Yes. Why, that's a bright red envelope.
She sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they?
My lips are sealed.
Your lips are sealed. That's a first. You mean you know what's inside the envelope?
Sure. I read it after all.
Ah. You mean you were the one who ripped it open?
Please. I would have steamed it open.
She did sneak a peek at it, apparently.
Know that I have a powerful weapon on my side.
Weapon?
Yes. The use of tools. Highly specialized tools. For information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on.
You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. About that envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning.
You want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer.
X-ray? Like the X-rays you get at the dentist?
That's right. At least that's what I call it.
Huh?
It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization. Something. How am I supposed to remember all that?
So, basically it lets you see inside things, like envelopes.
That's right. You're sharp, choosy. It's a bit more complicated than that, in practice, of course. Actually, to tell you the truth, I'm not really sure how it works, scientifically.
Can I try it out, Emma? Please?
Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself.
Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo. What are you doing? Oh, I was just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead. Point that thing at me anymore and it might all fall out. Then I wouldn't need an X-ray machine to see through it.
Let's just get down to business, shall we? Right. Let's test it on a sample first. Just so happens I have a lottery ticket here.
Yo! That's amazing.
Set the sample in the device like so.
I don't see anything.
Patience. There's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope.
Layer view.
You got it set to display the outside of the envelope now. See? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Turn the dial with arrow keys, would you? That's right. That's how you choose what depth to scan.
Hey, I got something.
See? That's how you can read the letters on the ticket on the inside. Cool, huh?
Except I can't read them.
Turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see the paper. You see that paper's like a bunch of hills and valleys.
Wow. Really?
This X-ray device uses a wavelength of 0.05 microns. It breaks cards down into thin layers, so I can only show you what's written on that layer.
I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything?
That's why we go to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit more if you would.
Rubbing? Like going over it with WASD while holding space?
There, fixes the image on the screen. Now turn the dial again. Good. Now you can rub the image to fix it as well.
Hey, I get it. We just keep doing this until we've got the whole thing.
Exactly. Not bad.
Neat. Let's do it some more.
This thing is really cool. This thing is really cool, actually. We're gonna be doing this a few times.
Okay, let's print this one out.
Ouch. You lose.
At least you know where you stand, eh? Anyway, now you see the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Let's try it on the real thing, shall we?
Scanning. Scanning. Sorry, this is a really high-pitched noise. We're gonna be hearing it a lot. My apologies. $100,000?
Okay, let's print this one out.
Mr. Drew Measham, I've deposited the $100,000 in the designated account. Please send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer.
Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Measham's account. His paintings really must be valuable.
There's another page in there. Care to take a look?
You bet I do. If you're gonna read someone's mail, you might as well read it all.
Here goes with the second page, then.
Okay, let's print it out. Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one.
So, it was a letter about what payment for one of his paintings.
Why all the secrecy, though?
And what?
Why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right?
Maybe it had some special significance to him. Well, Emma.
Well, indeed. She knows something that she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. So, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about the reporter that came in here for a story the night of the crime? I'm afraid I can't tell you. He's gonna be a witness tomorrow, I hear.
I thought so.
I'll never forget that face. What was his name? Oh, right. Brushel.
Russell.
He's after a scoop to sell to the papers. So a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever. And that night he's killed. Seems strange to you?
Really strange.
Does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with the reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today too. He said something about covering a magician. Magician? Well, if it's not Trucy, that only leaves one other person.
It wasn't Valent Gremrai by chance, was it?
Yeah, something like that. He's got a big show lined up here. So he's out interviewing Valent Gremrai. Looks like I'll be heading out to the Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Here, I'll give you the reporter's card if you want. I guess we can't X-ray this painting, even though it looks like that's definitely something we're going to do. Freelance journalist Spark Russia.
I guess you gotta have a good business card if you work freelance.
Really? What's this? A camera lens finder?
Do reporters take photos as well?
I guess if he's freelance, he'd have to.
Maybe you should try being a prosecutor and defense attorney. You'd always win.
Why don't I become a rock star too while I'm at it? What the heck is it? Wait, he actually does have a character on the bag. Top dollar for information. Okay, I gotta get some more water before we talk to Valent. Before we talk to Valent. Cause he's... yeah.
I'll be back in a minute. And then we'll continue. Water. Alright. I've refilled my water. So I have returned more hydrated than before. So now we can try to get info on this reporter. No, it's okay. I really need I really need the water for this stream. It's exceptionally important. Alright, Valent, where's the reporter? So, a journalist was here on our story.
Of course. All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper.
His name was Brushel.
Brushel.
I think he remembers him.
He doesn't look too happy about it, though.
Brussel. That cloying smell of mint when he smiles. Yes.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want?
A man by that name called on me just now.
Just now.
Valent's vision is always towards tomorrow. Valent's feet step always forward. That is all.
That's all very confusing.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes. I wanted someone to cover it. Yet, he had ears only for that incident.
That incident.
In any case, I requested that the...
Rapacious? Sure. We'll go with that.
In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So a painter has died. What of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Grambri.
Uncle Valent, do you know where the reporter went?
I recommended he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators.
The detention center.
He is a rude individual. Might I see that card?
Sure.
He would tear apart my respectability. I will tear apart him.
Oh, here it comes, Apollo. Uncle Valent's big magic trick.
Is he gonna fix the card? I'm not sure that qualifies as big magic. No, I think he's just genuinely angry and just tore up the business card.
What happened to the big magic?
Is it not more miraculous for the card to stay ripped?
He must have really not liked that guy. That's awesome. It's gone from the court record now. It's been used up. Wait, what are you? No, that's fine. Hi, Phoenix. Then I don't think I have anything else for Valent. Cause like I don't have anything else that Emma can help us with, right? I was wondering if you could tell me about this.
Aha! Why, that bears the Grammar seal.
Uncle Valent, is something wrong?
Trucy, where did you get this?
Daddy gave it to me.
Your daddy? My partner, Zach?
No. My other daddy. Phoenix Wright.
Why now? Why, Richard Lord Daddy?
Lord Daddy. That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit.
The signature upon the back. Do you recognize it? It belongs to none other than Zach Grammar.
What? Daddy signed this.
Might I be so bold as to open it?
I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope, I wonder?
Well, now the time has come when I must return to make my prestidigitation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy.
Thanks, Uncle Valent.
3 days from now, make ready for a miracle.
What do you think the journalist was after? Why did Valent react like that to this envelope?
I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit.
Our client's in danger. She's in danger. This reporter seems like bad news. October 7th. Detention Center Visitors Room. I think I hear what you're saying. Is that that's the reporter. We're all doing it for the money, end quote.
No, not at all.
Looks like someone's already meeting here.
Maybe that reporter.
Oh gosh. This guy is unsettling to look at. There's definitely something off here.
Well, I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote. Hey there. How you doing? Who might you be?
Sorry, I didn't know someone was already here. I'm Apollo Justice Attorney at Law. Talk about a nervous monkey.
You! Your Justice? You!
You know me?
Do I know you? Of course I know you. Stares down witnesses on stand until they spill the beans. End quote.
That's not true. What's he writing?
Are you a reporter by chance?
He's writing on his arm. Yo! You're Druzy!
Am I famous?
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Trucy writes, hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties. End quote. Eek! That's so not true.
Just hold on to your breeches there. I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy.
Interview?
So, God, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote.
No! How many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with them.
Did you come here to interview the guard?
Ooh-wee! What a pickle! Accused wouldn't talk. Have to interview someone else and go plumb crazy. Crazy. End quote.
Huh?
I should have guessed. Where are my manners? Name's Brushel. Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. Journalist just closes eyes, right? And quote. What is that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins? Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Yeah, it'll be fine, don't worry about it. Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem, madness, and quote. I can see that. He's writing something again. Oh, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something. Yeah, I've maybe made a mistake. But this guy... Come on. Come on, look at him.
So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist?
Me. Let me state one thing for the record here.
Yes.
I'm the interviewer. You understand, yes? I'm the one asking the questions here. And the quote.
Okay.
For instance, you think a movie director watches movies?
Well, I think he probably does.
Exactly. I knew you would understand.
Huh? So, the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio.
Oh, me. Let me state one thing for the record again.
Yes.
I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy. Really, really busy. Always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back. End quote.
I can understand that philosophy, but
You want to know the thing about one-way tickets? You use them, and then they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport.
I mean that's true enough. But don't they give you normal tickets anyway too?
Exactly. See, it's the same thing.
What is? So, you went to do a story on Drew Misham. And you'd never had a story about him before?
That's right. Look, let me just state one thing for the record here.
What?
I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place?
Well, yes.
Look, it's like, oh, I got it. See, there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy is going to tell me where he got it?
At the supermarket, maybe.
Exactly. See ya. That's what I'm talking about. I think I may have actually understood that one. Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers. End quote. Alright, I guess we'll leave then. Ah, but since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw. Just for the heck of it.
Sure. Tell us. Just for the heck of it.
I remember like it was yesterday. I'd seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup. And when an article in the tabloid caught my eye, famous oil painting stolen from art dealer gallery. End quote, I believe.
An oil painting.
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river.
Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach.
Journalists can smell scoop better than burgers. End quote.
I don't want to give, like, anything to this guy. October 7th, Drew Studio. Well, how'd it go? Find anything out? Actually, there's one thing I did want to check with you. Well, what's with that scary face you're making? And what's with that I know something but I'm not telling you face you've got going on, Emma? This painting came from behind that dresser. Huh. Yes. So. It was stolen, no? I was hoping you wouldn't figure that one out. Do you think you could tell us a bit about this? I suppose. It's what you think. Drew Misham was a forger. A forger? So, what exactly is a forger? Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies. So precise you can't tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real deal. It's a crime, of course. So, Drew Misham was a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries. To supplement his work in illustration, I guess. I see. Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place. What do you mean? When you're trying to determine if a painting's a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So, the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. Not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product's going to look like after all. Oh yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm gonna use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths. Seeing how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Meacham's rough sketches. Kind of like what he thought he was drawing when he thought no one was looking. True. It would be interesting and maybe valuable for our case.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo. Flattery will get you everywhere, they say.
I kinda wanted to see the rough sketch under this painting. I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick.
Oh, fine. Fine. Just this once, though. Let's check it out.
Did I do this wrong? I know I didn't.
We're good. We're getting at it.
What?
Okay, let's print this out.
What the heck?
Well, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough.
Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. Probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted to for the rough.
What do you mean?
Well, in the past you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch.
Composition.
In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch, but not what it looked like.
I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting.
Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that.
So Mr. Mission was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them.
Possibly. Is there a problem with that?
Not particularly, but something about this sketch itself is kind of odd.
You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo.
You think we could check out one of the other paintings?
Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you?
I do, actually. This machine's really cool. A mill? Or at least a building with a water wheel. What? That's Aldoon's noodles!
Okay, let's print this one out.
That's Aldoon's noodles with the dead man pulling the cart. This one too. And that third one looks kind of like... That third one looks kind of like Case 3, the Gaviner case.
What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden.
Do you think I could just look at the last of these?
Fine by me. Knock yourself out.
Wait, what the heck? Wait, what's going on here?
Okay, let's print this one out.
And the poker game was in our first case. What the heck is all this?
I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation?
Trucy, look at the sketches. Do you notice anything? Ah! There!
Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on?
These sketches are of the 3 cases that I worked on.
What?
The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bull Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then the events that transpired during the Gaviner's concert.
What could it mean? How could I have drawn those things? And why?
That's what I want to know.
Wait, is Drew Misham your father?
Give me a break. Does that even seem remotely possible to you? I'd never even heard of Drew Misham before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases, drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was Drew Misham? Drew Misham. And what did he have to do with me? But yeah, I think you're right, JC. Giving the reporter the over-the-top creepy voice was the bad idea. I'm feeling it. Oh god, it's gonna be like so much worse. I'm probably just gonna have to change his voice next time I play it. At least to make it like a little bit less strenuous. But like Gramrai's Valence voice is also pretty over the top. That one also is a bit rough, so hopefully he won't show up in the trial till next time. But yeah. I think for the sake of my voice, I should probably wrap this one up here, even though I want to play it really bad. Because, I think this trial is going to get crazy really fast. So, it might be really hard to stop playing. I don't know if we're gonna get another investigation or not. But, yeah. We'll have to continue this case another time. Thanks to everybody for sticking around and watching. I hope you all have a very good rest of your day and or evening. I'll decide if I'm gonna play something else tonight. Cause like I could. Maybe. But I might just need to stop. But yeah. I'm gonna call it here. And we'll have to continue this again another time soon ish. But yeah. Thanks everyone for sitting around and watching. I hope you all have a very good rest of your day and or evening. And I will see you again soon, TM. Bye bye for now.